I'm Ethan Kwan, and welcome to part 6 of How to Get Started with Scratch of 8. Okay, so today we are going to be making a magic spot illusion. What is the magic spot illusion, you ask? Well, all you have to do is search up on Google. I'll just show you a preview on the screen right now. Okay, so that is what the magic spot is. Great. Okay, so we are going to be making exactly that. Okay, so how do we do that? So, today we are going to be making that exact simulation you just saw. First of all, we're going to delete the cat sprite. We don't need it. And we're going to paint a new sprite. And you don't, even if you have no artistic skill whatsoever, just paint a dot like this and color it something like this. It'll make sense. It'll produce the exact effect we need, and just put that in the center. Okay, this is our dot, so just call it dot. Okay, and actually we're going to need a different costume. Duplicate this one. Call it cross, and we're just going to make a cross made up of lines. And put that in the center, copy it, paste it, rotate it. There. Now we have plus, delete the other background there. And now we should see that we have two costumes. And I'm going to name them. This is going to be dot, and this is going to be cross. Cross. Okay, not the cross. Cross, yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, first of all, go to events, drag a green flag clicked, and then drag a forever loop. Actually, no, not a forever loop, please, no. Okay, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to create a new variable, and I'm going to call it ID. What is ID, you ask? ID is for the sprite only. ID is going to be representing each clone and its number. It'll make sense in a moment. Okay, so I'm going to hide the variable, and I'm going to set ID to 0 at the beginning. I'm also going to say go to X, 0, Y, 0, set ID to 0, and, oh yeah, point in direction 0. Set everything to 0. Okay, now I'm going to go to control, and I'm going to repeat 12. 12. Okay, and because I'm going to create 12 clones, right? So you should see that it goes to the center now. Okay, so I'm going to create 12 clones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, and this is how you create a circle, okay? And I'll make it first. So move 130 steps. Okay? Create clone of myself. Just follow along. I'll explain this afterwards. Create clone of myself. Motion. Move negative 10 steps. 130. 130 steps. And then turn either way at 30 degrees. Now we should see. Oh, and right, wrong costume. Don't forget to switch costume to dot, and afterwards switch costume to cross. There. Now we have 12 circles. Nice. That's exactly what we want. Okay. Now, how does this code work? Okay, so I'm gonna do a Slo-Mo replay of that. Okay, so what does this do? Okay. So, I'm gonna answer that. So first, it creates a clone, right? So, I'm gonna do the Slo-Mo replay first. Right? Okay, so first it creates a clone on top, right? And that's this move 130 steps right here, right? Move 130 steps. That means move 130 steps up, right? Create clone of myself. That creates this first clone. Move negative 130 steps. That makes it go back to the center. Turn 30 degrees makes it turn this way. And then it does that again. Move 130 steps, create clone of myself, move negative 130 steps, turn 30 degrees. And so on. And this will repeat 12 times, all the way around the circle. And that's why this code works. But one thing we have to do is we have to change ID by 1. And that's to make sure that each clone has its own separate ID. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to say when I start as a clone, I'm going to go to looks and I'm going to think, and not think ID. And now we should see that each one thinks its own ID. And as you can see, it starts off with 0 and it goes all the way around to 11. Nice. And I'm going to get rid of that because it's kind of cluttering up the screen. And now it should be fine. Okay. Okay, so what I want is I'm going to drag a for ever loop underneath this, right? And I'm going to create a new variable. It's going to be called hidden. Hidden. Okay, so hidden. This is going to show which variable will be hidden this turn, kind of thing. So I'm going to set, first of all, set hidden to 0. And I'm going to change hidden by 1. And first of all, I'm going to wait 0.1 seconds. But before that, I'm going to say if hidden is equal to 12, right, because that's the largest number we have. If hidden, no, not ID, hidden is equal to 12, then we're going to set hidden to 0. Now we should see that hidden loops around from 0 to 12, right? Okay, nice. Now what we want is when I start the clone, right, if the hidden number, we're going to need an if then else. So if then else, if this is true, the thing in here, then do this. If it's not true, then do this. Okay? So this is going to be a simple if-else statement. So what we're going to do is if equal to, and get the ID variable, ID is equal to hidden, right? That just checks if my ID, like if it's 0 to 11, is equal to the hidden ID, right? So if it's 2 and your ID is 2, then you want to hide, else show. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Go to looks, get the show, go put that in the else. If it's not, then hide. If it is, then hide. And now you should see the dot moving around. And now, if you stare at the center, you should see that green dot moving around the circle. Great. So, this is a very simple demonstration of how you can use variables to your advantage with this kind of thing. Okay, I'll leave you to stare at this for a while, but I'm going to be doing the credits for now. I'm going to be staring at it too. Okay, stare at the cross, right? And don't do anything else. Okay, so, yeah, stare at the cross. Okay, so, thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe, like, and share this channel with others. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. It's down there, by the way, next to the subscribe button. To not miss any upcoming videos. Especially part 7. 7, yeah, 7. Part 4? Part 5. No, it's part 4. Part 4. 7, which is probably going to be how to make a clicker game. Okay, thank you for watching again, and see you next time. Bye.